So today I'm going to be teaching you how to drive a manual, and my guest star here is my 1982 Dodge Power Ram 150. And so first thing you're going to need to know about manuals is what it is to drive them. So you got the shifter right here, the gas pedal, the brake, and the clutch. So the gas pedal and the brake, I'm assuming you already know what they are. But the clutch, you press this in between gears, or when you're trying to go in gear, you slowly let it out. And of course, you have the steering wheel, all right? So now, I'm about to show you how to start a manual. So, don't pay attention to the gas pedal in this view at all, because, you know, you don't need it. But first thing you want to do is, mine's in the parking brake, so first thing you want to do is release the parking brake, press on the brake and the clutch, and then you start it up and release the clutch, and then you can get into gear. Alright, so to get into gear, now I don't have to do this on my truck because, well, I have to do it a little bit, don't mind my crappy transmission. But to get into gear, first you move the shifter up into first gear, and then you while pushing on the clutch, then while pushing on the clutch and brake, and then you let go of the brake, let go, slowly release the clutch as you're using the gas pedal. Alright, I'm gonna stop recording. Alright, so while I was rushed making that section of the video, and the next section after this, so I'm coming back and actually just showing you guys how to properly do it. So I'm gonna be showing you guys how you're supposed to shift. So what you do is, once you're in gear, like say, I don't know, you're in first gear, you press on the clutch, shift in neutral, shift in second gear, and then as you're releasing the clutch, press on the gas pedal, which I cannot do right now because this is a carbureted truck, and slowly release the clutch. Alright? And you do that for, I don't know, second, third, fourth, all those gears I have in here. And now, to a downshift, what you do is, like, say you're to brake, you push on the clutch, like so, push down the clutch, push on the brake, move it into neutral, release the clutch, and continue braking. And then the downshift, say that you're already in a gear, like say you're in third gear trying to go into second gear, you press down on the clutch, move it into neutral, go over to second gear, move it back down to second gear. RPM will push on the gas pedal to rev match as you slowly release the clutch, and then you should be downshifting. Or if you're just in neutral from like braking, just put in the gear needed and slowly release the clutch as you're pressing down on the gas. And the clips after this will, even though they were supposed to be the demonstration, just to watch my feet and my hands, and so that way you can see how it's properly done. Alright, so as you've just seen how to start off. Now here's how you're going to be able to run through gears. Shift like that. So what you want to do is you want to push down on the clutch pedal. Alright, so sorry since I was cut off here. Well, let me show you how to downshift quickly. So I'm going on the brake, which you press in the clutch pedal, then the brake, and move it out of gear. Then downshift, you just push it back into gear, and then push down on the clutch pedal as you're doing it, and then push on the gas pedal to properly rev match, and let off the clutch pedal slowly. Alright, now to upshift, like I was talking about, you press on the clutch pedal, then you move it out of gear, into gear, and then as you're releasing the clutch pedal, you're pushing down on the gas the proper amount that you need to rev match. And here's some things to watch out for when you're driving manual. So do not dump the clutch. That's where you just let it go real fast. because that will cause the clutch to quickly be pushed together, in which will cause a lot of spin in the rear end. Best case scenario, nothing will happen. Worst case scenario, you completely screw up your rear end and need a new one. Whenever you're trying to upshift, if you go into like a lower gear, say you're trying to go from second all the way back up to first, second to first, well, not trying to, but going up to from second to third, and you go into first, do not release the clutch, as that could overrev the engine, causing your engine to blow up. Instead, move it out of first and then put it back into third before releasing the clutch. What else? Oh yeah. Do not drive with your foot on the clutch. When you're done using the clutch, move your foot off to the side like this. All right. If you ride the clutch, then the clutch wears down a lot faster, and that's no good.